But do you believe that the shepherd is with you? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Notice, He makes me, let's recite that. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Now listen to me. Do you know sheep do not drink water if it's running? Because they have this, I don't know if they have a subconscious mind or not, but because of their wool, they are afraid that they will get wet. And when they get wet, they are afraid they will sink. So they will not touch water when it is running. So the word, He leads me beside, literally the word quiet water should be translated, He leads me beside still water. It's a water that has been dammed. Okay? You prevent it from moving fast. It's clean water, but it is not moving. It is just slightly moving. It's fresh water. That is how meticulous God cares for us. But sometimes we don't see it. You know why? We are anxious. We are agitated. I remember I shared this years ago. One of my friends had a contract with a multinational company. Now, believe it or not, one day the multinational company told him, this is the last order we will place with you. No warning, no nothing. The multinational company said, headquarters told us, we won't be using metal tubes anymore. In other words, the guy has to shut down his factory, not for 1 year, not for 2 years, at least 3 years. Now listen to me. If you're a businessman, and suddenly all orders stop, and you shut down your company, how will you be feeling? Will you be nervous? Will you be anxious? I think so. But you know what? The guy was a Christian. He kept serving the Lord. He kept walking with the Lord. Was he anxious? When I was talking to him, he said he just had peace, that God is guiding him. You know, the rest is history, okay? Now, what company is this? What company is this? Can you see? Happy Toothpaste. By the way, I'm not promoting Happy Toothpaste because I'm not related to this company, okay? I'm just kidding. His son married my daughter, okay? So, it's a good toothpaste, okay? It's a... Let's read that together. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. You know, the word restores my soul. Some of you are emotionally hurt. And people used to tell me, Peter, do you realize emotional wounds are harder to heal than physical wounds? My answer is, depends. Who's your shepherd? I want to tell you the story of a man by the name of James Cass. I won't tell his family name yet. If I tell his family name, you will all remember. You will all know the story. His first name is what? James. What's his middle name? Cass. What's his family name? You don't know. All right? This guy, at the age of 26, bought his first dry goods store. Dry goods, you know, like a department store. He was successful. He called his store the Golden Rule Store. Now, what's the Golden Rule? Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Meaning, he practiced Christian ethics in the marketplace. That was long before you have department stores in the States. In the States, many years ago, people will do their best to cheat customers. No prices are mentioned in the store. No prices. If you go there and then they size you up and you say, can I buy this? They look at you. And the prices, it's like Divisoria. Understand Divisoria? It depends. It depends. When they say, 200 peso, how much do you bargain in Divisoria? Now, if you're American, you say 150. And then the Divisoria owner will say, oh, sige, 170. But if you're Chinese or Filipino, and the price is 200 peso, how much do you bargain? 20. Oh, 20. You see what I'm saying? The way they make money in those days, they will make as much as they can from buyers. But this guy was a Christian. So he became very successful. The Golden Rule Store. In 10 years' time, he had 30 plus branches. In a couple of years, he had over 1,000. Now, there was a U.S. depression. Remember the U.S. depression? He almost became bankrupt. He thought of committing suicide. So they confined him to the hospital. Now the doctors was examining him. The doctor said, we cannot find what's wrong with this guy. He's just depressed. He's down. One day, James Cass was walking and he heard music in the hospital. There was a chapel. In the chapel, the doctors and the nurses were worshiping the Lord. He heard this song. Would you like to know the song that God used to speak to him? The song has the idea of God will take care of you, okay? Now listen to this amazing hymn. That's why I like hymns, okay? I'm from the past generation, okay? But it's beautiful. Let's listen to this song.
God will take care of you through every day or all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. No matter what may be the test, God will take care of you. Lean weary one upon his breast, God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day or all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you.
Do you believe God will take care of you? He said when he heard this song, God spoke to him. For the next 12 hours, he began to talk to God. He said, Lord, will you really take care of me? He said, Lord, I'm down. I cannot help myself. I need you. And he said, the message came back. Believe. Just believe. The Lord is what? My shepherd. I shall not want. He got well. That was the turning point of his life. His religion got to his heart. From religion to real relationship with the shepherd. What is his name? J.C. Penney. The famous J.C. Penney. Look at the next verse. He guides me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Notice, God guides us. He not only provides, our shepherd guides. Do you have certain decisions you need to make and you don't know what to do? Well, he guides us in the path of his righteousness. Now, the grammar here is amazing. The word path is like the one you are saying. It is a worn out path. Okay, this is where people have been walking, where the sheep have been walking. The Bible tells us the shepherd guides us in worn out path, tried and tested path. Path of righteousness. Righteousness, the right way to live. Okay? For his name's sake. For his glory. I'm going to explain that in a short while. Now, what's our problem? The problem is this. The Bible tells us sheep are not really smart. You know what are they noted for? Let everybody read this. All of us, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to his own way, but the Lord has caused the iniquity of us all to fall on him. An amazing prophetic psalm. Psalm 53 tells us, all of us like sheep, we have a habit of going astray. Okay, this is the path. Okay, the sheep knows this is the path, but they have a bad habit. What do they like to do? They like to go astray. Okay? Now, what's the problem of going astray? When you go astray, what happens? There will be wolf. You will get lost. Now, I don't know about you. The Bible tells us, God has made it very clear how we are to live. He gave us principles. But I don't know, something about human nature. We are like what? Sheep. Do you know the meaning of the word Judas, sheep?